Alright, good morning everybody. We are fixing to get our day started. We are about 15 minutes away from a school bus I'm picking up over here in Georgia. And it's going to just north of Dallas over there. We'll be picking that up. And then I got two different load options. Trying to get a bridge load down to Houston for a load, or switching with another guy to go to Shreveport for a load. We don't know yet. I'm just now getting my day started so we can go get this bus. Once I get the bus loaded, I'll probably film on the way down there, but I'm fixing to get my pre-trip done. I'll pull over to the truck stop. I'm using that truck parking club today, or last night anyway, and I got all this wide open parking and no fear of anybody hitting me tonight. So I was definitely happy about that. I'm also got a really good deal on this right here. So I went to a guitar store. I'm not the best guitar player. I'm just now getting back into it. But I've always wanted this one guitar. It's always been my favorite. But it's always been so expensive. However, this time it was on sale because it has a little crack in it, which I can deal with. So I went and got me this beautiful Epiphone Les Paul guitar. This replicated off a 50s model, and man, she is a beautiful guitar. This is my dream guitar right here. Well, I guess, you know, if it was a Les Paul, it'd be even cooler, or a Gibson. I mean, it is a Les Paul, but it's an Epiphone Les Paul. It's just a cheaper version of a Gibson is what it is. But it plays nice and beautiful. I used to have a bunch of guitar setup stuff, but I kind of fell out of it. Sold it all, and just getting back into it, pretty much. Picked up this little Fender amp. It's a Mustang LT25. So you got this little LCD screen here. You can customize all the settings. You got up to 50 presets on it. Sounds amazing, plays amazing. You can add delay, reverb, chorus. You can add it all. It's super simple. It was about a 180 for the amp. Man, I highly recommend it. It's perfect for a truck. It sounds good. And because there's nobody parked beside me last night, I could crank it up all I want. So yeah, I had a great time with that last night. But I figured I'd just show y'all that. We're gonna get this pre-trip done here, then we're gonna go ahead and get onto that fuel pump and get over and get loaded. So I'll see y'all in a little bit. Alright, I figured we'd come out here and get us a little thumbnail, an overview of the truck. It looks pretty good right now. Well, I say it looks good. It needs a bath. But I think she looked pretty good tonight. Yeah, we'll get her a bath eventually. As you can see, there's that bumper damage that guy did that one time over in Wyoming I was talking about the other day. Oh, that hurts, but it is what it is. Alright. We're gonna move on over to those fuel pumps. Alright, everybody. I went ahead and filled up fuel. Got me a little energy drink. Good old NOS. I love those NOS energy drinks. Went ahead and reweighed my truck. I'm sitting at about 34,500 pounds. So I hadn't gotten a reweigh yet since I put this new headache rack on with those closed doors. About the same as I was last time, because I also got rid of some heavy freaking chains. So I just left them at the house, didn't need them. Just too much extra weight, and never used them. Freaking 1/2-inch chains. Don't need it for step deck. get on down the road here. We about 15 minutes out. I'm not supposed to be there till 7:30, but it's alright. There's probably gonna be a line. Who knows? So I figured we might as well go ahead and go. Clear that away, but things tops out. Speedway looks brand new, looks pretty nice. Oh, dang roundabouts. And I hate roundabouts. It's just a bunch of unnecessary wear, tear, and turns. Gonna be another one, man. Oh. Normally you see a sign that says cabaret or something like that. That one just said strippers. Need we say more? they direct them to the point, man. That's hilarious there. I bet they get more customers too, not gonna lie. Still haven't figured it out, but I'm thinking it's that air cleaner that's rattling that loud right there. But I just can't figure it out. All the people behind me ain't happy. Oh well. Their problem, not mine. Once we get loaded over here, we'll probably come back to that truck stop. I don't know yet. Depends on the way the GPS wants me to go. Either have me go back up out of the way and go through Atlanta, or it's gonna have me cut through a bunch of little towns. I don't mind. As long as if I can get there quicker without having to go through Atlanta, absolutely. bit of a foggy morning, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Unlike that Houston fog, geez. That turbo sounds good. School zone looks like. Maybe not. Might be actually. Looks like one. Because it is one. Oh, it's only 50 though. Thought it'd been down to like 45 or 40 or something. Alright. Oh, it's a high school. Oh, I remember high school. Went to multiple different schools, so then spend it all at one place. I'm not sure if I went through the end zone yet or not. I probably did, but I don't remember. I guess I'll know if somebody passes me. I can figure out what that rattling is. Eventually I'm starting to get tired of it, but there's this. Okay. Wow, that was a long school zone. Peterbilt there. Oh, I forgot to wipe my mirrors. Oh well. Alright. Half a mile, turn left. they got quite a few buses going over here to Dallas, so it makes me wonder if they got a bunch of people hauling them or if I'm going to be one of the only people online. I do not know. I've never been over here before. Never hauled a school bus before, so it's also electric school bus. Yes, they're all going to electric school buses. Terrible. I remember when they didn't need a seatbelt on a school bus. Which road? There's the road. So some of these buses, more the one I'm picking up, they don't have AC in them, so they're going to Dallas to get the AC installed, and then they get shipped out from there wherever. But they don't just go to Dallas. I don't know what all they do. I just know that the one I'm picking up doesn't have the AC. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and get this loaded and I'll talk to y'all back here in a little bit. Alright everybody, we got loaded with this school bus here. We're trying to get down the road to get out of here just a little bit. Well, I was sitting around because I was told that they were going to bring the bus to me, and then I go up there and get my paperwork. Sat there for about 30-40 minutes. I was like, man, why didn't they come up here yet? So I was like, well, let me take a stroll to the little office up there. And the lady was like, yeah, no, because I've never been to this place before. She's like, yeah, no, you gotta come up here to get your paperwork, and then they'll haul her out the bus. So I was like, well, I sat there for 30 minutes for no reason. But that's what it is. I'm loaded now. The bus itself is 13 foot high from the ground up. So I got plenty of room. I got a little antenna that sticks up about 5 inches. The guy who loaded it, he kind of got a little sideways on there. Bothers me a little bit. I like things to be straight. I was going to do it myself, but he just ran it up on there. I'm like, oh, alright then. Got it where this mirror sticks out a little bit more than I want. They're fixed mirrors, so they don't even fold in. That's the worst part. They're stuck that way. It is what it is, though. I'm trying to make it down to Kilgore, Texas. They got I really like that place, that truck stop over there, that TA in north of Kilgore. Man, they make some good lunches. Pretty yellow bus right there. Oh. It's an electric bus. It's got a little diesel generator on it, but I think I'm falling behind on some of my videos. I think I got one ready to upload. I just forgot. I haven't opened my computer in the last couple days. $58 miles on this road. I like this little road. It don't look like it's too busy of a road. I like roads like these because the interstates just get wild. Not too many people always travel. I mean, a lot of people travel these roads, but not like an interstate. I mean, it will meet up with 20 over in, I think, Birmingham eventually. Barbecue truck. That just bothers me. It's stuck there now. Dude ran it up on the trailer, and I was on the driver's side. By the time I got around to the passenger side, he's already climbing in another pickup truck, getting picked up by somebody. I'm like, all right. Jeez. So later tonight, I'll be YouTubing how to drive an electric or start an electric school bus. It's a pretty cool load though, I'm not gonna lie. I'll have to get some cool shots of it here later. be cutting it very close to making it to Kilgore. The trucker GPS says it's 11 hours, but my Apple GPS says it's 10 hours. So if I don't have to have any stops, I'll probably make it within 10 and a half hours. But I'm determined to go there tonight because of how good the food is, how safe it is. I like it. I can get a good shower there. They got some nice showers, real nice, real big too, real big. If I needed to do laundry, I'd do it there. I do everything there. I like it. So all these school buses are made by a company called Bluebird, and they are transitioning over to electric buses somewhat. I mean, they're still making engine buses. I guess it's kind of an option. I'm not really sure, but I guess the way to tell that it's an electric bus is where the little bird symbol or the logo is kind of toward the front on the top cab portion. You'll see a bird there. If you see a little power cord running off the back of it, it's electric. And I'll put a picture of that in the video later. But I mean, hey, if it saves on fuel, shoot, I'm all for it. I've heard hybrids are really good. I mean, personally, I'm not gonna buy one. I'm gonna buy an old pickup truck or something. However, for somebody who wants to save money, I'm all for it, you know. Do I recommend all electric though? No, not at all. You're just asking to be left stranded somewhere. Their ramp over there was sideways, so there was special design portion for your trailer tires to go on, and it angles in a way to where it's all the way to one side of the ramp, and it also puts you sideways on that one side of the ramp. Probably going to pull somebody over. So yeah, it was a messed up way to load it. It couldn't have been straight, which is part of the reason why the guy got it so messed up on here. know what city I come to. Probably Birmingham. I don't know yet. I'll go ahead and pull that camera back out. If I don't forget anyway. I might be on the phone. I forget. But anyway, I'm gonna see y'all later. Alright, everybody. So, said I was gonna bring the camera up around Birmingham. Turns out I wound up merging in around Meridian, or on 20 around in Meridian, Mississippi, or just before Mississippi anyway. And I was gonna bring the camera out, but just as I got past Mississippi, my truck's been starting to bog down on me a little bit. Every now and then when I give a full throttle, she'll kind of shake and bog down. Then I let off and reapply the throttle, and she runs just fine. I think she's been kind of getting a little worse at it. So the last 4 to 5 hours of driving has just been really kind of tense. So I just ain't brought the camera out. I went through Monroe, Shreveport. I'm in Longview, Texas right now. So make 5 states for the day. You got Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana, and Texas today. But I am 6.5 miles from this truck stop over here that I've been talking about in Kilgore. It's this nice TA that I'm going to. Get up there, top off my tanks with fuel, shut the truck off, and then see if I can maybe diagnose a little bit of what's wrong. Well, hopefully, I need to do an oil change and change my fuel filters out and everything. I'm hoping maybe it's just a fuel filter. Best case scenario. But I don't know yet. Hopefully it's not bad wrong. I'm hoping it's just something to do with the fuel though. Because it's only every now and then. And it's usually whenever I'm putting a truck under load, going up a hill or full throttle. So I'm keeping my speed up pretty well. Look at this douchebag. Wanting to speed up as soon as I get halfway past them. It's the way most of these people have been doing lately, just speeding up every time I'm in the middle of passing them. Well, they don't realize I can go over 100 if I wanted. But I'm not going to. So what I'm thinking is I'll probably run the truck to a shop maybe tomorrow or Friday or something. I'm gonna call around. Need to find a good shop in Waco. Used to be in Austin, had a pretty good shop, but now I'm up in Waco. I don't know any of the shops up there yet. I would almost rather just pay the extra to take it to a Caterpillar place. Just because I at least know they got all the correct stuff to do it there. But there's one Caterpillar place over there in Waco. I just don't know if they work on highway diesel engines. I tried to call earlier, but then all of a sudden I got transferred and nobody answered, so. I got 25 minutes of available drive time left, but I'm only 3 minutes away, so that don't really matter. Most driving I've ever done, I had either barely a minute left. It might have been less than a minute left when I stopped. Well, it was crazy. But that's running under ELD though. Which has its benefits. It simplifies everything, I will say that, but it's also hard, you know, it's all there.
there's no lying, no cheating on it. Except for some of these companies, they can change that crap, which is possible. That's kind of why I did agree with paper logs being better, because it's only the driver who has the ability to fill out his own logs. Personally, I like the digital. I like both. Okay. I like the paper logs because only you can say where you've been on your paper log. I like the digital just because it's so much more simplified. You know, I don't really care to lie and cheat and stuff. You know, I'm just gonna do it right. Because if something happens, you get into an accident or anything like that, you know, if everything's correct, you have no issues at all. You know, and the way people drive now, it's just getting worse and worse. So the more I have to cover myself, the better. The only thing I don't like about the digital is how your company could go in and edit things on there for you. That's the only thing I don't like. It should be the driver is the only person that can edit that log, make a change or whatever. That should be it. Nobody in your company should be allowed to do that. That's just my personal opinion, though. They shouldn't be able to view your logs unless they submit a request, and then you send it over to them. And of course, if you don't, you know, you don't send the logs to them when they request it, you know. Obviously, that tells them something's not right. But I just think that it'd be better if they don't have access to it. Hopefully nothing's bad wrong with my truck. It's just been like a stressful trip the whole way here. Like, am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it? Well, I'm taking the exit now, so I'm pretty happy about that. See that? My RPM gauge just like is super still too, so that's what's crazy. Turning left, one car there, a couple cars there, but if this guy hurries up, I could go. Alright, sweet. That pretty yellow school bus. So everything's fine on it. I've been moving today. Hauling. Like, I just been passed. There wasn't very many people that passed me, I'll tell you that. So I might have to be paying for parking tonight, which, I mean, I don't mind. I don't like making it a habit of it. Don't do it. But you know, after the way today's been, paying for parking is the least of my concern. But alright, we're gonna grab some fuel. I'm gonna let y'all go, and we'll see how things are in the morning. But alright, I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, figured I'd just show y'all. Parking at a truck stop. You never know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I had a dude backing to me about 3 o'clock this morning.
second one in a month. It's hard to have a nice truck when people all they do is back into it. But we're gonna get rolling here in a little bit. Alright. Get my pre-trip done. Still upset about that dent. I mean, you know, it is what it is. People just can't, these non-speaking English drivers just can't drive worth a crap. Oh, it is what it is. We're gonna get on down the road to get this bus off up there in Krugerville, just north of Dallas. And I think I'm just gonna go home for the weekend. There's supposed to be a bunch of severe weather up in Oklahoma. My brother and I, we love storm chasing, so I think we might go up there this weekend on Friday. Today's Thursday, so we'll probably drive up there tomorrow morning, chase for a little bit, get back Saturday, and I'll just spend Sunday home. And then we'll figure out where to go from there. I got to get an oil change this weekend, so I'll probably get the stuff later today, and then do a change my oil on Sunday. Probably be the plan, unless I can find a good shop around Waco to get it into. I don't really have time, per se, because I got other things I didn't want to do too. But I will get it done this weekend, no matter what. It's just who's going to do it, don't know yet. But pre-trip's done. I added a little bit of oil in my truck this morning. All my fluids are still nice. Everything's just really nice still. I was having a little bit of problem with it yesterday. It was kind of bogging down a little bit on me. Trailer's holding good. Alright. Trailer brakes are working is what I'm saying. Alright. Try and get out of here without hitting this guy beside me. Alright. We're clear. It is what it is. Worst part is there was somebody trying to back up beside me last night when I just got my food, and I got out there. I was gonna help. I was helping them back in. So it was a driver, first time being out solo, very inexperienced. So, you know, I figured, you know, I didn't want somebody to hit me, so I started helping them out. And then all of a sudden there was one spot that was a little easier for them to get into. So I said, why don't y'all just go ahead and back in right here? It'll make it easier for you. Now I kind of wish I would have just kept them backing up beside me, because I wouldn't have been woken up so rudely last night. But it is what it is. At least I helped somebody out, so. You know, I told them, you know, it never hurts to ask. It's easier to ask somebody than it is to back into somebody. The guy who hit me last night, I couldn't understand a word he was saying. Shouldn't have had his license, that's for sure. I guess that's trucking, you know. I've only been an owner-operator for about 3 months now, and I've already been hit twice. And this nice truck, it's just it's like every month it just loses its value because of somebody else. It is what it is. This window is a screecher. But it's pretty nice out. I'm working on uploading the Houston trip right now. Or, well, I mean, it's uploading. I can't do nothing about it. Just taking its time. Oh, it's already after 6 o'clock. Yeah, it's gonna be fun getting out of here.
good sound right there. I enjoy that taking off. I just love it. There's something about shifting those gears and hearing that sound. I really am thinking about just going back to local. Because if I'm local, I keep my truck on that one spot and never have to worry about it because it's always on a private area. I was looking at that panel that the guy hit on a sleeper. I don't know what it's going to take to fix that, but it's all almost one piece. It's probably going to be $5,000-$10,000 easily. It is what it is. Ain't no sense in sitting there being upset about it. I mean, no sense of crying over spilled milk. Just move on, go about it. But yeah, hopefully, I went and worked with this one company for. It was about barely a month, and I wound up just hating it so much. Now, I'm not saying this is any way the same thing as that, but I wound up quitting there, and the same day I quit, was also the same day I drove 12 hours to storm chase with my brother. Wound up having the best time of my life with my brother, and of course, that was from Texas all the way through Arkansas and to Tennessee and stuff. And I went and got a different job. One of the best decisions I've ever made. But sometimes, you just need a break, I've been home for 10 hours in the last 2 months. That's it, only 10 hours. So I think I'm just going to take a break this weekend. I'll probably post some storm chase documentation. I don't know yet. But I think I'm going to just take a break this weekend. Luckily, being an owner operator or a lease operator, I have the ability to do that. Getting a little stuffy up in here. Turning my AC on. Once I turn the camera off, I'll crack the windows down. Excuse me. I thought about, starting to haul maybe more oversized, so I don't have a reason to be stuck on one parking spot. Maybe, I could be taking up 2 parking spots, It's less of a chance to get hit. A lot of people say they avoid truck stops. Well, I wish I could, but I hate paying. I don't want to keep paying to park, that's the worst part. I paid to park there last night. Cost me $20 to get hit, pretty much. I mean, come on now, That's just That's what cracks me up. I could understand if it wasn't a paid parking spot, but that was a paid parking spot. I paid to get it. Oh, I'm rocking with that NOS energy drink. I like those Rain energy drinks too, but I also like dirt track racing, and because NOS is a sponsor of that, why not? And I like it. I like those NOS drinks. At this rate, I don't know how I'm going to get into it though. I don't know how I'm going to get into dirt track racing if people keep destroying my truck. I don't have any money left over for it. And I'm starting to realize why a lot of older gentlemen always seem to be so grumpy. The older truckers, I should say. Because of all the stupid crap that these non-English guys are doing. I can understand it, That makes a lot of sense. It's hard to have nice things when you're a trucker. I don't know though. I mean, is it just my luck? I mean, freaking twice in a month. And I've only been owner-operator for 3 months. I mean, if that's the case, it makes me wonder just how my truck's going to look by May. I got 3 hours to my destination. We'll get unloaded. It's 3 hours. No, I think it's 2.5 hours to the house. Find a good truck parking place somewhere. I'm glad I'm going westbound right now. That sun finna rise up, and I hate driving into the sun. I hate that with a passion. Always being blinded. Don't get me wrong, I love the sun. I just don't like driving into it. But I'm gonna go ahead and get on down the road here, put that camera down, maybe I'll pull it up when I'm getting close to my destination, and we'll go from there. Alright, sitting over here in Dallas traffic. I don't know what they got going on. There's 2 cops over there with a car blocked in the middle of the road, flashers on. I don't know if he had a wreck and came back onto the road and stopped right there in the middle of the road. They got all that traffic stopped. People trying to cut the shoulders. 30 minutes of freaking traffic here. Man. I got 2 more cop cars backing down the road. What in the world? Just just been a rough go lately. Is what it is, though. My agent had a load for me, but he switched it up for another one because one of his other drivers was having a truck problem. So he switched the load to me, and about all this time was happening, my truck started acting up. And then now I just got so much stuff going on now that I have to refuse it, and he can't get nobody to move it, and I feel bad. I wish I could, but I gotta take a break for a minute. I'm just gonna try and take these next 3 days off and try and get a little reset of myself in, and evaluate whether or not my life choices are worth it. Because I'm looking at it as, if I went and just worked for a little company, the local, if I bought me a little bit of land, built something up on it, worked for a little local company, there's not a lot of stress involved in that at all. And while doing that, I can build me up maybe something a little less chaotic, like a construction business or something. I love operating equipment. That is another thing I could do all the time. Less stressful, I will say, than trucking. Because if it breaks down, you could just rent another piece of equipment, While trucking, you could break down in a completely different state and be kind of half screwed. Or, of course, you're getting hit by people. Not to say that can't happen in construction, but it's far less likely. Especially dirt work. I love dirt work. I keep thinking about the oversized load hauling. While it does seem cool and all, it just seems like a lot of extra stress too. You got all the permits, you got to pay the pilot cars, you got to worry about the DOT. I mean, it's just, you can only run certain times. People hate oversized loads and they're always trying to fly around you. I see the stresses, and I try and learn from other people. Alright, I'm gonna let this camera go. I'll holler at y'all later. Alright, just got here to unload. I'm gonna grab some pictures of this bus. Some after pictures anyway. Grab these chains off and we'll get unloaded. I'll have to get a little straighter. But anyway, I would have filmed, but I had multiple phone calls to make on the way here, so anyway, I'll holler back at y'all when we get unloaded. Alright, took a little longer than I wanted it to get unloaded. Nonetheless, we are unloaded now. We're going to try and make what looks like might be an impossible left turn out of here. Don't know yet. We'll find out. Get over to a shop my buddy's got. His boss man owns this shop. Never been here before. They got a good rating on it too. 4.8 stars. That's a good sign. He told me they specialize especially in Caterpillar engines. So, like I'm starting to now always say, you gotta know somebody, It's the only way you're gonna get anywhere in life is by knowing somebody. I'm learning that to be the truth. So the more people you know, the more things you can get, technically. I don't know if I'll be able to turn left out of here. We're gonna find out. Oh, it's going, well, maybe. Depends on if there's anybody coming after that car gets over here. So far, so good. We just hurry up a little bit more. gonna get an oil change, fuel filter change. Maybe a quick other little inspections. Definitely windy. All them southern winds coming up, blowing all that moisture up here. Especially for tomorrow's big event day. I gotta make a phone call, so I'm gonna let the camera go from here on out. And this might be the end of this video, since I usually do a video per load. I don't know what I'm gonna upload next. It could be the next load, or it might be a little bit of storm chase events. I don't know yet. But until then, I'll talk to y'all later. Alright, here at my buddy's yard. Gonna disconnect from this trailer. He's gonna get me fixed up. They're gonna push my bumper back in for me and everything. So can't wait to see what they do for me.